Grand Rising, beautiful, melanated, original, whatever you respectfully call yourself, people. It's the Good Morning from Africa Town LA crew in the house. And you see the topic Democrats or Republicans. It's voting time, and the games have began. Everybody's in the house. Shout out to Mind Games,
Yo, what's up? What's up?
Kathy B,
Hey,
Angela, Clear as
what's going
Conscience,
on?
and Black Love.
Hello.
And hopefully we'll have Pablo in the house and Mr. P. So let it begin.
Warning, the following program contains strong black first opinion about mature and strong subject matter that affects Black America and the diaspora as a whole. Listen at your own risk, you sissies.
Grand Rising All. You are listening to the one and only Be One or None. Good morning from Africatown, Los Angeles.
Wow, we're
What
back.
it do? God damn it.
So, we had to bring the noise. We were supposed to bring this last week, but we here this week because, we're going to talk a lot about the Democrats and the Republicans because it is upon us. And what happens during this time? All the shenanigans comes out. The hot sauce bottles, the corny dancing, the rap, this and that. I mean, come on. We got a little, it's Christmas time for Black folks in the city, I guess.
The coons are out.
Coons come out at night.
Boy, I tell you, boy.
Come out
They
at
up here
night.
praying for the goddamn, they praying for the damn slave master and bringing
I
chitlins to
mean,
the.
and the funny thing is, I hear Black people keep talking about Trump racist. Like, y'all have labeled this man racist, and I'm not saying he's not, but Biden is the king of racists. He's your president because the people didn't care enough to educate y'all. The people that you follow, the Democrats, the church people, nobody cares that Black people are educated in politics. This is why we always voting against our own interests, and then we only go by news that has been passed down, and because we keep hearing it over and over again, we believe it. Biden has said all types of derogatory things, and it's one thing when racist men talk because you could talk all day. Trump didn't do damage to us. Biden did damage before Trump even thought about doing politics. And I land my plane.
Yeah. It's yeah, man. Come on. It's like, I'll let you go, Angie. I'm still trying to get my thoughts together on this.
I just want to point out, I just want the public to understand, outside of the issue with Biden being a racist anymore, he's always been this way. He's always been trying to lock us up. But right now, in 2024, this man, in my medical opinion, has end-stage dementia. I won't say end-stage. I won't say that. This man has dementia. And I think it's quite interesting to see the Democratic Party continue to have him as the forefront as a candidate for the Democrats. I think that's a shame. And it just shows how far they'll go to be corrupt. It's very interesting. And I'll land my plane there.
And it is funny how far they'll go because they'll go so far to not educate us. And if they're so angry about a racist, they should be just, my thing about the Trump thing is that if you're going to call Trump a racist, okay, you should be just as angry or angrier at Biden because of the things that has affected us. This is why we're arguing and fussing about the prison system, mass incarceration. Why are the police stopping us? It goes down. It is a root to everything. And Biden started that root. He the one destroyed
he
our
did.
neighborhoods with his crime bill, and everybody just looks over it, and then black people are literally,
How is that
especially the church,
so?
are literally mad. And then Trump is the only one who put legislation in to counteract that bill, to start letting black people, basically who it predominantly affects. He didn't just say it's for black people, but he did sit down and want to talk to black people, versus the Democratic Party thinking black people are so ignorant that you're going to do the same thing. You're going to go to the churches when you don't care. You're not there when we're burying our loved ones. The church is making money off the streets too, because they got funeral after funeral. You don't care, but you're going to go to the churches, and them churches going to open up the doors because they're going to, everybody black wants to smile in somebody white popular face.
Yeah. And let's just be honest. Black people, it's the old fossils. It's them old fossils. That's even with the white people too. But these black churches, they stuck in the past. Like I told my parents when they were living. Your generation, I said y'all generation, not saying my parents let me down, because my parents taught me a lot. But the thing is, they admitted that a lot of our people in the 60s was talking that black power stuff out in the streets, but at home they weren't teaching their kids anything. They weren't teaching them about, we see the results from all that. We don't have no economic power. We up here talking about civil rights, power to the people, even though we had our froze doing our fists up and all that we still doing now. But anyway, it was a lot of talk in the streets, but no action at home. Like a lot of black people do a lot of talking in the streets, like they do now on social media, but at home they're not teaching their kids shit. Yes, I'm cussing tonight. What's up, Jesse? But it's facts. We gonna be talking about the same thing 30 years from now because we're not taking no action. Now the UEOA is taking action, but we need more than just us. We need more people to get on board on what we're trying to do. Then we got the diaspora wars. We talk about that. We get into that a little later tonight. That's straight BS. I mean, to me, that's a diversion.
I'm not talking about it.
It's just it's crazy. Like we are not in a bad spot because we don't have nothing to deal with. We have no resources. We all over the place with all these different groups and stuff. And the UEOA is trying to bring
we're not trying.
We're not trying. We are bringing
Bringing all the groups together. So that
we're trying to have a balance. We need balance. Like on Star Wars, you need balance in the force. Like, and we don't have it in the community. And we are bringing that balance to our people and stuff. We can't be having all these people all over the place. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into the whole diaspora war. We're gonna talk about real reparation strategies and not just talking about doing rallies and stuff, because that's not gonna really cut it. And calling people names out, calling other black people out. I mean, come on. Yeah. Anyway, you got it. I let my plane. God damn it.
My thing is, I don't think our people brains can handle a couple of conversations at once, because after then it turns into just jaja entertainment. It's entertaining to just get on here and keep talking. We got so many leaders that done died. People done died. There's so many examples of people did believe in God. There's examples of why you should fight back. There's examples of what's going on. And we just choose to stay blind. Even the groups that say they for black people, we have to get them. Why are they not talking about the Democratic Party? Because most of these black groups are the Democratic parties. All the money gets funneled to one place.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Exactly. I just heard, not cut you off, Queen. I just heard that Biden about to do this tour, like here, all the swing states, Georgia, Michigan, Arizona, all them places. They're finna drop a lot of money, millions of dollars, and because they're trying to get that young vote. It's not gonna happen, dude. It's over. You can't even talk without saying this dude be talking in third person and stuff. Like, you be saying one thing, each time I want some ice cream, and I was dancing in the mirror in my underwear the other night, crazy shit like that. I'm like, like, dude, what are you talking about? Like, I mean, Trump say stupid stuff too, but this guy, he actually, like Angie said, this guy got, he might have a short, he got a small case of dementia. Straight up, his brain is deteriorating.
He is not.
But they wanted to get rid of Trump. Remember, this is why I say these people are all about. The people who run America is crazy. We think America is okay. The people who run America enforces the rules that benefits them at the time, because they were just trying to kick Trump out and say he wasn't healthy and all this. And we see they had to get his medical records or whatever. We see Biden at the world sees he's not right. But they want to
Tripping
keep
over
him
his
in
feet.
there because the people who really run America, which is the Senate, and isn't the Democrats who has control of the Senate right now? Is it the Democrats or the Republicans still?
I think the Dems still got it, I believe.
The Dems,
Democrats.
I know one of
Or
us
have
have
them.
the House and one of us have the Senate. The Senates
Mhm.
are the people in the government that write the rules. They keep us playing this vote for the president, pay attention to the president. The president does nothing but put in executive orders, but the president, he basically is over the military. That's why they always going to war and stuff. And the things that affect us each and every day, the Senate and the House of Representatives, the House of Representatives, you got like 6 of however from each state. They supposed to represent your house, your state. And they're not representing you when they don't look like you, and they're not going before Congress, which is that they all of these together make Congress. They're not going before the House. They're not going to put laws and bills in place to help us. The Senate controls everything. Most of the stuff that's being passed and stuff, our everyday lives are being affected by the Senate. And that's how you see these senators. Name some of the senators. Ted, the people who they say want to be like Trump. We don't know our government. And we are so, I'm just trying to dumb and focus on the president and these presidential elections, that we let these elections that happen every 2 years fly by our head and we don't even realize it.
You're so right, Queen. That's so true. So very true.
Mitch McConnell, all these people that you know that have been after president after president.
Yeah, the old fossils.
Name some of them. Dang it. Name some of these
Mitch
old white
McConnell, you got but your girl stepped down.
Nancy, what's
Pelosi,
Nancy?
she stepped down
Pelosi.
because her
Yeah,
husband
all
got
of
caught in
these
that
old
scandal.
white people.
Yeah, and then black people, you got Jim Clyburn, you got Maxine Waters, you got my fault, you got Bernie Sanders and what's his
They
name?
blaming Trump. These people, so Trump ain't even in office and ain't shit happening. The Democrats are here and ain't nothing happening. And they keep making us believe that when the president get elected, it's going to change, when the president is not over your everyday life. The president is over the executive branch. So as black people, we need to start breaking down our government and know who to go to. You keep knocking on the door saying we need food, we need this, and even like, well, I can write an executive order, but I'm not. But you at the wrong door. You cannot go to the shoe shine man house asking for food when he doesn't. That's not his job.
Exactly. And these
We
people
don't
know
whose job is what, and that's why we keep running in circles, and they don't mind us not knowing. And that's the problem with the Democratic Party, because they keep Biden and all them in there so that they can keep doing what they doing.
What's going on, Rasheed Holmes? What's up, brother? Salute. Yeah, man. We know. Oh yeah, Broken Traditions. Put it up. Broken Traditions said we're going Democrats. We're going Democrats. We're creatures of habit and don't change. Damn, you right, brother. Now the old head's gonna do it. I'm 48, so I'm thinking like some people my generation still do it because they stuck. They think that's what they're supposed to do. I've been talking to a lot of people, especially the young brothers and sisters in age 21, 18, 22, 23 to 25. They looking at me like, vote for what? Like, dude, get out of my face with that shit. Like, that's how they looking. Like, they don't even, they hold on. Jesse Hartman said, at the end of the day, a 77 to 80-year-old white man is not representation of society. Why do we not have candidates that truly represent? That's what I've been saying.
Because
I've
they
been on my
keep
TikTok live, y'all,
saying
nobody
knows that these seats come up, and then the way they do the election, every other state is like each state does their own 2-year Senate election, and they make it complicated. So when they make it complicated, that means there lies something behind it. They make us pay attention to one election every 4 years like dummies.
Think about it. Why you don't have no young candidates? Because nobody don't want to inherit this bullshit. They don't want to inherit this bullshit. They don't want to do. These people talk all this shit about America. Excuse my language, y'all. I'm in my mind games uncut mode tonight, but it's like I'm just talking truth to power, like real talk. Like these black or white, these young black and white young people, they don't care about this system. They don't care really about this country. They just want to make their little money, travel, all that. That's all they want to do. Nobody really love America like that. America just a place that's convenient for people, especially like the white people, because they can go anywhere in the world and just set up. Black people, we still trying to get our stuff together, our foundation together.
We
But
can't even talk with it. We can't even stay in the same building,
we
let
can't.
alone
We
if
yeah,
something happened, if a whole disaster hits America. Some of these dumb black people really think that white
yeah,
people are not going to see color. And when it's time to get a gas mask, they're going to give your little black kid a gas mask before their little white neighbor kid. I mean,
exactly.
it's like we don't look at reality, and we always wait until the worst of the worst happens to us before we start doing something.
Exactly. Yep, that's true. That's true. Like I said, because let's be real, like we keep saying this. Now I'm gonna touch into the FBA Friedman thing. I'm just gonna say this. I know it's a lot of different channels. There's B1, we B1, but we B1 B4B. And the thing about it is we are doing the work. You know, it is what it is. A lot of our people get on create these channels and be saying the same thing other people be saying, and you know, but they don't have, they just saying the same thing somebody else saying, but they're not putting the work. They're not going in the community doing what they're supposed to do. We don't, like I said, reparations. I know I'm over the place with it, but even with reparation, what is the plan? Y'all talking about doing a rally on Juneteenth, but what is the plan? Like, what's the blueprint? What is the main topic? What's the real black agenda?
It's just the something to do, because
Yeah,
black people need something to do
we're gonna
every
wear
year.
t-shirts. We're gonna have the
People
FBA
need
t-shirts on. We're gonna have reparation t-shirts on. But what the hell that mean? You gotta have a plan.
It's just doing something, just like prayer. It's just that black people think that, like they say, you could be running in place all day and never get nowhere, and that's what black people don't see. And I want y'all to hold that thought, because we got a break coming up right now.
Yeah.
The Good Morning from Africatown, Los Angeles morning radio show is pleased to announce that we now have apparel and other merchandise on sale on our website now. That's right. If you enjoy the positive, conscious messages that the ATLA crew brings to you via radio or our other platforms via social media, we want to encourage you to show your support by donning our apparel. You can shop right now, today, at www.gmfatla.com. Get your merch today, and thank you for your support.
And we're back. We're back.
Yeah.
We're discussing, you know, the Democrats and the Republicans. Y'all know it's 2024. You know what's going to happen this year. You know, let the shenanigans begin. Are we going to let them play in our face with hot sauce bottles and stupid rap dances and you know, I think Biden even pulled he thought he was pulling a joke out his sack or whatever. He ended up at these black people house going through their refrigerator. Did y'all see that?
Yeah, there's some about some black boy, something. Yeah,
I'm saying he's crazy, man. Nobody sees he's crazy. You know,
they were
I'll
like,
tell you what.
Matter,
the only reason why they won't. The only reason why they won't let him go is because they don't want Kamala. Nobody wants Kamala Harris in office, and she'd be like runner up. You know, you'd have to go. You know, no, don't nobody want her in office. This
black people, black women loved it, and she didn't represent not one black woman. Her children. What black people need to stop is that we need to admit that black people are different from other black people. Now, you could be a mixed black person, all that stuff, but at the end of the day, Kamala, you didn't comb your hair like my mama and grandmother them had to comb me and my cousins them hair. You didn't go through what we went through. And I'm sick of black people always inviting everybody to the picnic and then wondering and crying later and saying that we don't have anything while we watch everybody eating at the tables that they built off of the backs of I was black, so I get oppressed because I got a touch of black in me.
Yeah. Oh, but listen to these black people. This in South Carolina. You know, I mean, I'm be honest with you. Places like South Carolina, you know, I think it's in Columbia. You know, black people, they kind of, I'm just be honest, in South period, it ain't just South, black people all over. But this is how some of our people react still to Biden. These some sisters. Listen to this, y'all. Let me see. Here we go. Somebody say ceasefire.
oh, this was history. To sit 4 seats behind the president of the United States, it was history, for us. And the ones who didn't come, they missed out. Like they always tell us in church, they missed the tree.
Yeah, don't play too much of that, D-Bays.
Yeah. But they let you see how some of them. Hold on, I'm gonna skip over some of.
And just to think about the former pastor, Reverend Roscoe C. Wilson, and many of our members who were civil rights leaders and civil rights persons who fought for our freedom and our
man, y'all get no. I ain't trying to disrespect no preacher, but you take that shit on somewhere else, dude. I ain't trying to hear that damn John Lewis talk like that. Y'all up here, and even some of them black people, they old and tired. They ready to lay down and make that transition. I'm not even trying to be funny. It's just y'all just need to go on and either disappear or just shut the hell
Move out
up.
the way because they don't represent society.
Yeah.
They don't represent what we want. Everybody keep fussing year after year that we're tired. Black people are tired of the Democratic Party, and the church is still open up their doors for the Democratic Party. They won't read nothing but the Bible. They think the Bible is a history, math, geography, and everything in one book.
Yeah.
You can't get them to read nothing else. It's like you could be trying to open their eyes and show them that the world is burning in front of them. They're going, no. You could be holding them down, trying to just peep at the world for a minute.
Exactly. And check this out, though, Queen. I'm reading some of the comments. See, it don't matter how much money the Democrats try to pour into the black community and try to get black people to vote. These are the comments. Somebody said brainwashing runs deep into those people. God damn it. Somebody said politicians should never be allowed near the pulpit. And somebody else said, I don't want my kids growing up in a racial jungle. Joe Biden, 1977. See, people got pulling up receipts. Somebody said, I see the things that he's accomplished for us. That isn't it. Hold on.
But they'll say,
I would like to know
don't need Trump in there.
Yeah.
They'll say, well, we don't need Trump in there because he racist. I mean, it sounds like slow slave talk. It's like black people stop going by rumors.
That's all they say.
Look,
not slow slave
check
talk.
this out. This
Yeah,
funny.
that's that slow slave.
Hey, listen, y'all. Somebody check this out. This funny. Listen, y'all. This funny. Somebody
I can't do it.
Check this out. Somebody said maybe next week he'll show up at a mosque preaching the LGBTQ agenda. God damn.
He probably will.
And nobody else won't even let him come to their places. Listen, the Arab community just said today, I think yesterday, they said they're not voting or supporting him because what's going on in Palestine. See, they taking a real stance. That's how all black folk had to get on code like them. Like, look,
there's no way he could win without cheating. And it's like everybody cheats. The Democrats cheat one year, the Republicans
cheat. Exactly. So everybody listening to us right now, we are bipartisan. We don't claim either party. So people be like, "Oh, we Russian bots." Ain't no goddamn Russian bots. I'm tired of y'all saying that shit.
I just never went down there and changed my stuff, so I need to go down there and change.
Yeah, Russian bot.
Yeah, somebody said that. I really don't care because that's the way that black people are. It's like we want you to read. All you got to do is just pull it up. What did Biden do? He did the crime bill. What did Trump did? He did the First Step Act to try to undo a lot of the prison time that Biden implemented in his crime bill. So they keep saying, well, y'all praising Trump because he gave y'all. Rick Ross talking about he gave y'all careless, y'all stole the money, and it's like when did black people start being all righteous? They owe us fucking reparations, and then y'all turn around and call your own people thieves, and then you steal it from the black community. Rick Ross, you ain't even fucking the real Rick Ross. You motherfucking abracadabraed every motherfucking body, and then you stole another person's identity, and you a whole fake. And then out here, and then he has the audacity. That's what I put when the Instagram took it down. He has the audacity to tell black people that you stole the money. No, you stole somebody's identity. You literally did. But it's like black people want to be self-righteous when they want to be.
We got Counselor 2184 said you got two things. But first, I feel like you want to pull that up. What the first thing said?
What?
Counselor 2184 said something.
Yeah, I want to read his comments too.
Yeah, read the first one.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Right here. I feel like when you're still praising a white savior, Jesus, you will always reverence the white skin. For real, for real.
Excellent.
We will never believe in melanin within. That's all black folk read is that one book.
Yeah. And that's why you got them people up there in church praying for Biden. They had 10 preachers up there to my protect this man, protect our goddamn our savior. You know what I'm saying? Our master. Man, we look so weak. Let me tell you this. I hate to say it. The civil rights movement made black people weak. I'm sorry. I understand they did some hardcore
The
stuff.
problem is, no, the thing is, when I keep looking at the civil rights era, right? Everybody's benefiting. And when I kept looking back at things, we had the Negro Leagues. Yeah. And I looked it up. White people games were boring, so they let black people in. We had our own land. We had stuff. We sold that. We would go and we would make things just like now. Like I said, stay out on people's streets. We plan marches, and we used to plan to go run in these white people buildings to tell them they're not fair. Instead of going to Congress, and instead of Martin Luther King and these church people marching us to Congress and saying, hey, give us this land and this and that. No, we integrated. But look at how we did it. We were being bullies at the same time. Them people had a right to, we didn't want them in our shit, but we wanted to be in theirs. We gave up all our hours. We had our own baseball, basketball. We had our own sports. We had our own schools. We depended on them because of the school system instead of fighting. We had the wrong leaders fighting for the wrong damn things. And that's just the truth. We went over there getting beat upside the head and them other people stuff. I thought my mama told me that you don't go to nobody's house picking no damn fight.
Yo, this all facts, man. And we going through the same thing again. But I just posted on my community page. Here we go. Republican Jim Clyburn helped Biden win young black voters in 2020. This time they're not listening. They saying that Clyburn, he's a DC of South Carolina, has been campaigning for Biden ahead of the South Carolina primary. His frustration with young voters is palpable. I mean, he's pissed off because the fish fries don't work with these young people. You know what I'm saying? It's tangibles, reparation, no vote. You know what I'm saying? Now, when we talk about reparation, like I said, we talk about having a plan. If you really want for reparation, like I said, you're gonna have to get those candidates on board, or you just damn talking. And that would make me mad about some of the
reparations for after slavery.
Exactly.
Continue to play this game that we don't know who was slaves. Okay, we don't know who was slaves, but from our great grandmamas up.
Yep, Reconstruction.
We know everybody can talk about how their family was on some sharecropper or some land was stolen or something that happened. So the black people who been here after slavery, and we ain't come from Africa. I don't care what we've been right here, born here. They know who to give reparations to, and until black people stand up and start following these Democrats and start fighting for something, and not, like I said, we was tricked by the Democrats to set ourselves up for self-destruction, and that's what happened in the civil rights era.
And like you're right, for our people, listen, we know genetically everybody come from Africa. We know origin is from Africa. We knocking our brothers that we just keep it real. We only know us. We are Foundation Black Americans of Freedmen. We are the ones that our family, like our grandparents, great grandparents, come from America. So that's what that's the point we're trying to make. We're not up here. We're not gonna do like the other people, shoot down our cousins and stuff in the diaspora. We're not doing that. But we letting y'all know, understand what we talking about. We are old, damn right, white man. We are old. What our grandparents, our ancestors built this country.
When they stole our grandparents, it's documented that the government lied about the seeds, didn't give us loans, didn't give our grandparents loans. We can go back 100 years. So you owe us 100 years of reparations. We can start from there.
They even went.
I know my great grandmama.
They actually, like Sapelo Island's in the coast of Georgia. You might have a couple in South Carolina, but Sapelo Island is a very popular island that's black. I think it was kind of given to them after the Civil War. What's his name? Grant. I forgot what that general was. He actually gave some black people 40 acres, like on the coast of Georgia and probably South Carolina and probably Florida too. But I know here in Georgia, Sapelo Island still pretty much ran by black people. But the thing is, all the old heads trying to hold together. The young generation, they getting the hell on, want to move to the city. They want to move to either Savannah, they want to move like into Atlanta, whatever. And I'm like, don't y'all understand? Once these elders die, those white people gonna go do just like they did in Hilton Head. That's why when Kathy put the information about Hilton Head, South Carolina, that's why I'm not going there, because these people basically just destroyed a black cemetery and put a resort up there. You know what I'm saying? That's how they do.
But they don't care. That ain't nothing. They done did that a long time ago. These black
Yeah.
people would not kneel and kick this black dude. We don't even remember his name no more. What's the black dude they kicked from the NFL for kneeling?
Oh yeah, Kaepernick. Yeah,
Colin Kaepernick. Yeah,
he
we don't
done.
even know his name no more. And black people still
not get
watching.
paid him off. Yeah.
Black people still watching football. Until we get serious, them white people gonna keep disrespecting us. You think that's nothing? They still killing our kids. And black people, as long as we keep filling our brains and if our entertainment is white entertainment and we gonna keep doing it, we gonna keep being in the same place until we everybody made sacrifices. That's the men with the football, the women with this bullshit hair and nails, the school, until everybody give up their white toys. We ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, and Taylor said, she said, pay us what you owe us, America. Yeah. And the thing is, like I was talking, somebody
America ain't paying us nothing. America paying them damn immigrants right here in our face.
Exactly. We about to get on them in a minute.
Nothing that we say. That's all we say. America do that. The America showed us. They said, "I'm gonna show y'all black folks," and they gave these people $9,000 a month in our tax dollars when they told us they wrote a bill to see if they got to look into giving us reparations. And then we know our parents was on sharecropping farms and stuff. We can go back at it. And then they turned around and gave them our schools and our buildings that they condemned. And they all of a sudden had paint and beds and stuff, while they left the black people and the white people, the black people who fought these wars so that we could have the so-called freedom on the streets freezing. You know, like the little girl who died at the bus stop in LA because it was so cold. America don't care nothing about black people because you don't care. You enjoy their stuff. A lot of black people probably gonna go to that resort and like, that was a long time ago, just like they watch football. Well, it's entertaining. I mean, we can't
just like
we gonna call the spade a spade.
Yeah, just like last week I was somebody posted something in my page saying, if you're from Atlanta, you know not to go to Lake Lanier. And somebody like, why? I go to Lake Lanier all the time. We always go. And I was like, you don't know about the history of Lake Lanier by now? You don't hear about Oscarville, Georgia? And she's like, no. And then like I was trying to explain to her, but she didn't care because most black people don't give a damn. They're gonna go out there to them beaches. They're gonna go out there to them lakes and stuff and have a good time, get drunk, get high, whatever.
What they do. White people have made it America because we don't tell our whole story. All we do is cry. They not telling our stories right. That this happened. Well, when the hell are we going to start writing history books and making the government make it mandatory to tell them? When are we going to fight and stop crying? When are we going with all these black leaders, all these fucking black YouTubers, everybody complaining? Where's the Black History book that we're all backing, that we want mandatory put into classrooms?
Facts.
Where is black people waiting to be entertained and everything for this new president or whoever it's going to be. They're going to pull something out the hat. It's not going to be probably Biden or Trump, because they got to clean the slate.
Oh, you didn't hear, right? So they saying these DNC convention is in Chicago, and you know who's from Chicago? Michelle Obama. They said they believe she's gonna announce it when the DNC convention. They know she won't probably win, but just having her name out there so she can get in Congress, they can still control the House, I think, in the Senate. So yeah, they got a game plan, man. Like they know this, they know the Biden thing don't work. You're not black if you don't vote for me. That type of BS. So. Yeah, man. And then your girl Kamala Harris, she's done. She's, they asked her some questions. She said she's not really worried about the border thing. I'm like, man, you lost your damn mind. You are wise like that. And that's why black people gonna go over and vote. Not about us, but a lot of them gonna go vote Democrat because it's an immigration thing. Immigration is a big issue in this country. I land my plane.
Well, remember Biden told us that right when he got in office. He said immigrants are the future. Get used to it. So that's our future and break time.
Oh, yes. And our people did nothing. Hold on, let me play this. I'm gonna play the same commercial. I'm looking for them. I know. I'm looking for my commercial. I'm sorry, y'all.
The Good Morning from Africa Town, Los Angeles morning radio show is pleased to announce that we now have apparel and other merchandise on sale on our website now. That's right. If you enjoy the positive, conscious messages that the ATLA crew brings to you via radio or our other platforms via social media, we want to encourage you to show your support by donning our apparel. You can shop right now, today, at www.gmfatla.com. Get your merch today, and thank you for your support.
And we are back. Yes, I know I played that. I have to get the updated commercials. So again, we are talking about the Democrats and the Republicans, and we're just talking about the games that's going to be played with black people. And a lot of black people are just tired. There's a lot of black people that's not scared that they would, if Trump was up there, they would vote for Trump because, you know, we're not stupid. Black people need the Democrats need to tell black people the truth. It's like they have a whole man who created genocide and he should be in jail for crimes against humanity, but he's the president.
Yeah. And then the thing that's
He
going
should
on
still
with
be in jail.
and the thing that's going on migration, the thing going on in Texas, that's a whole nother thing right there. That right there is showing you what America really is about and who they are. And I told people last night on my live, I was like, listen, the United States is not united.
Notice the black folks that's coming in, the black folks, they come in through Texas borderway. These other ones, they come in, which way are they coming in? From New York and Canada? I want y'all to know there's two types of immigrants coming in. Yeah. Most of the darker skinned ones is going there to Texas, and they making sure they making an example. They remember they had the horse and whips last time. Yeah. But most of the people who you see are benefiting off of these benefits are well-to-do, able-bodied men who come from countries where they disrespect their women. They coming from Venezuela, China, and Turkey. Those are the ones that you see laid up in these hotels and stuff. So when they talk about it, we really need to know where they're coming from and what's going on in their country and why they're running here. And how they're in the different color immigrants, and they're making sure these able-bodied men are getting the benefits, and they bring a couple of women too, but the majority of them are men, and they're creating crimes. And this is Biden let this happen. America is, like he say, doomed because he let criminals.
So I was on my live on TikTok a couple days ago, and we was kind of talking about this thing with immigration, and this guy, because I have this group of people on there, but this guy, he's a foreigner. I don't know if he was from Venezuela, but he gave me some information I want to share with y'all. It's a group. They let a lot of these guys coming over across the border. They called Tren de Araga. I kind of saying it almost right. Tren de Araga. In English, it means Agara train. They are trained. Okay, this is the largest criminal organization in Venezuela with over 2,700 members, and a lot of them are coming over to this country, and these people are murderers. They do racketeering. They smuggle drugs. They are highly trained. So they almost like the triad type. So they are coming. They already over here, and the Dems know this too. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. Republicans kind of let them come over too because they playing the political part of it. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna wait toward the end.
The Republicans ship them to the black neighborhoods.
Yeah, exactly. Your boy Abbott. Yeah. So yeah, that group trade it's TRENDEARAGUA. Look them up, man. They people, they are cold-hearted killers, and we are letting them come over the border. That's crazy to me, man.
I mean, there's what they're not putting on the air is that almost it's a shame when white people are complaining. Now your greatest fear has come true. It's called karma. And America has to go down somehow because America refuses to be fair. America refuses to give up its grip on racism. Yep. America refuses to pay who needs to be paid. Even in the midst of all this chaos, they turn around and they gave these foreigners, these same people that we talking about with no credit background. They ain't drop a sweat or tear here in American soil. They ain't worked at a store. They ain't put up with nothing. They did nothing but come over here and get the benefits that they refuse to give us as Black people. And that's just basically what it is. And now they're complaining that they're breaking in people's houses. They're basically throwing trash, dirty in the streets. Look at their countries. We keep talking about the ghettos. Look at their countries. And then they sit them out there in the hood where most of the Black people are. And Black people sit back and shoot and kill each other and always talk about disrespect. That's y'all block. Remember, y'all run that block. Ain't that where's the gang members at? I mean, it's just like what when it comes, Black people only do politics among each other. Black people only attack each other, and then when it's time to face reality, we only run and hide behind the Democratic Party, and we yell that the Republicans are racist when we won't do no history, we won't do no reading, and if we ain't there, we on our knees hiding somewhere in some church praying to a God that's outside us that we never had proof that's gonna do anything for us.
God damn it.
I'm just saying, though.
It's going in. And that's why you got them people praying for Biden, because that's their savior. When people just want to, like they said, die a peaceful death, they just want to go on and get through this. And like, okay, we're gonna leave this behind to our to the youth. And the youth don't give a damn. You gotta have a real agenda, y'all. Like everybody, every group always have something for each candidate. You have to sit down with them. We don't have no sit down. Al Sharpton don't know what the hell they talking about.
No, what's an insult is that we keep accepting, like I said, is the Hispanic people Black or they're Hispanic? We can all meet at the circle that like, hey, you got a little bit in me. But as in Black, that's us. And when you look at Cardi B and Fat Joe and all them, yes, all these people, everybody, even white people, everybody gets to put on Black things that make you in your mind know that they're trying to be Black without saying that I'm trying to be Black, and we accept that stuff. But then when it comes down to a real representative of a Black person, we don't get nobody but Black people who want us to kumbaya and forget our own struggles and what we want and help them. It's like Fat Joe, like I was telling Pablo, Fat Joe, Cardi B, and all these people, they wear Black trinkets, but they get to keep their culture. The things they say in the Black music, they would never say about their cultures. They won't. That music ain't through there. And so we keep cheering these people on, and then it was an insult when Biden's supposed to sit down with a Black person, I guess, and you sit down with Cardi B, and we don't even understand what you're talking about, but you're saying this is a Black woman, but we don't. Black women, do y'all speak the same language as Cardi B? Because that would make me Hispanic if I'm that, if she represents me. It's like we got to stop being so damn friendly, Black people, and stand up for what is ours, or we never gonna get nothing. That's why they band together and they be on our boards and they be in our committees and they making decisions for Black people, and they ain't did nothing for Black people like us.
Facts. Like I say, the thing in Chicago, in New York, you see what's going on. Ran by what? Democratic ran cities. Yeah, these are facts. We don't want to touch on that. Vote blue, no matter who the hell came up with that.
It amazed me is that wasn't it the Chicago mayor or governors who are some of the Black people who pulled $50 million out they wazoo to give to these immigrants in Chicago, who fought. Black people had to fight to protect their own parts. Who was it that these who's running I mean, because that's what I'm saying. We got Black people in positions. This is why voting ain't doing us no good, because we don't voted. Black people sitting in positions. As soon as they get there, it's kind of like a video game. They morph into, wait a minute, I don't know. I'm not here for Black people. We got to protect the law. The law is, I'm here in this position for everybody. It's not just about my people. Everybody Black gets that dumb talk, that slave mentality talk, that dumb slave talk. Yep. Black Love says separation. I don't think Black people want to separate because they like white toys too much.
I be telling Black Love, I know in the perfect world, You can't even get black family members to get along. Facts.
What do we do?
We gonna have to, like I said, we're gonna have to hit the reset button, y'all. Like somebody said, it's like some of these young black voters saying they don't know if they want to vote for Biden or whatever. They're not sure, and a lot of stuff he promised he didn't make happen. Yeah, y'all keep that same energy once y'all get older, so y'all can pass it on to your children. Because what we do is cool, but when we get off, nobody know who we are. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, y'all, y'all talking YouTube, saying some real stuff. But at the end of the day, this the point I'm really trying to make. We can't. You got too many people on social media, black people just stirring other black people up, and then you ask them what are they doing in the community. Like, give me something, one little thing you doing, even if it's with your own child. They don't say nothing. I put them on blast. Like, man, we can't keep on, because like now the new hustle is different groups. Now you got FBA, not knocking that, because that's what we are, pretty much all of us. You got Freeman, you got your regular reparationists. You know what I'm saying? So
that's the problem. All those
yeah,
groups.
it's too many groups, and then I know white man sitting there like, okay, I see y'all want reparation. For what is the plan? Who y'all got? What politician y'all got to help push this on Republican and Democrat side? We got to have parties on both sides to agree to help really get the needle moving on this reparation. If not, we just talk, because I don't know what reparation is. You know what I'm saying? So for that, we need to come together at the table. Some of our brightest minds brainstorm. Okay, how we gonna attack this thing? I don't see it moving.
I'm getting ready to share something with y'all.
Okay, gotcha.
If we talk about election and stuff like that, so I just want to share what the Senate is. Because these are the people. It's not your president. The Senate. The Senate is considered the upper chamber of Congress. Every state elects 2 senators that make up the 100 members in the Senate. These senators are elected to serve 6-year terms and are part of the legislative branch of the government. Their constitutional powers include proposing legislation. This is why you had your crime bill, Joe, when he was in the Senate. Drafting and amending bills, filibusters, delay or block legislation, prolonged debate, oversight of the federal budget. Here's your money. The executive branch by approving or rejecting presidential appointees for the agency. The Senate approves treaties with foreign nations that were negotiated by the executive branch. The Senate also has the power to convict an executive or judicial official with 2/3 vote in an impeachment trial. The vice president is considered the president of the Senate, but only can vote if there's a tie. So basically, I want y'all to see that they have us trapped thinking about the president. And do you not see the Senate is basically over the president? And we're not paying attention to that election, and we keep going in circles because and in order to become a senator, you might, I think, I'll look it up. You have to have did 2 years or something as a commissioner, or ran 2 years, or ran office 2 years in your state. The hardest position to get in Congress is the senator position. Did you hear the House of Representatives anywhere in there? The problem is that the Democrats have been running the House of Representatives. They usually represent the needs of your people.
And that's why they want you. Sorry, interrupt you. That's why they want your girl to run. What's her name? Michelle Obama. That's why they want her to be a senator. They want her to be, they want to control that seat. That's why. That's the plan. That's the plan.
But the thing is, we have to have a plan. And until Black people, if you're going to vote, you need to start keeping your eye on the senators, because the senators. That's why Obama. That's why Obama. That's why Biden is in there for the Democrats, because they don't need him to know what's going on. They push the legislation through his hand. He signs it, and it goes on. It's the people sitting in the Senate seat, and then when you got the Senate, you got the majority whip. You got the there's 3 different like seats that's in the Senate that makes the decision. That's why you always see Mitch McConnell and all them. So we need to break down our Senate because that's the puppet master of all of this. They're the ones federally pushing the police. That's why we can't get anything. This is why if Trump, if Obama did pass a bill, they would what I think could veto it, or both of them could veto it or whatever, or they can kill the bill.
Yeah, veto. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We need to know where the power lies. They got us like sheep. Like, oh hell, it's 4 years. It's time to vote. When 2 years you just voted the most racist person in the world in the Senate seat, and he's gonna sit there for 6 years, and they all keep these seats that we're not paying attention to.
And think about it, most, not just black, even whites. I talk to people. I ask them off the fly, who your city councilman, who your commissioner in your county. They look at me like, what? Some don't even know who they married because they don't care. They only worry about the primaries, like you said, the presidential election. They right now, nobody's worried about voting to
because the senator is that quiet money. Yeah, the senators is that quiet power.
Yeah,
and we don't even know it, and that's what we need to let our pick. It's the senators. That's that quiet power.
This is what I tell the young boys we mentor. I said, look, and told my kids the same thing. I said, listen. Get involved locally. Once you move up in rank, this is how it works. I know a lot of people who was local politicians, like city councilman. Once they build up that relationship with the citizens, mainly old people, they're gonna vote for you. Okay, then you want to run for state representative, we got your back. And after that, after state representative, you want to move up the chain and go up and be a senator. That's how it works. That's what it's all about. And you were right earlier. That's how
most of them and most of these people go to the House of Representatives. Unless the Democrats control both the House of Representatives, don't have the power. You can say all you want. Maxine Waters ran the majority whip or something at the House, or what position she have over the House of Representatives. Ever since she got that high position, you ain't heard nothing else from her.
Exactly.
Because everybody get in there and get that
true.
She probably wouldn't sleep.
Because you done made it. You done made it. Yeah. Ain't no changes. All black people doing is running for a position in the white society, and they're not running for change. The people who running for change is arguing with each other because everybody has this ego that I got it, and nobody has the ego that, hey, it takes all of us. If the military has different branches, then that means this revolution has different branches of blackness.
Yeah, Pablo, I know you know about.
Oh, you hear Pablo?
Yeah. You remember? I know you remember this. Bessie Ward, I think 2 years ago. She was talking to a bunch of black people who were homeless, and then it got a little rowdy because they're like, you talking, but you ain't talking. You ain't really talking about that. She like, yeah, y'all step down. Y'all need to go home. Go home. They like, we don't have no home. I like, boy, she felt like a straight ass.
She's the master of the Democrat hoodoo and manipulation. That 200-year prophecy that LBJ predicted when the Civil Rights Act, aka the Ninja Bill, was signed into laws. You see, she's presiding over one of the districts with the highest black homelessness rate in America, and yet we call her auntie. She's part of the family. Why is auntie part of the family? It's time for auntie to be excommunicated, because what goes on here, like you guys were just saying, we always focus on the presidential election over everything, and for us, unlike any other group, all it is a popularity contest. Which master we feel likes us the most, which master we feels will probably pull up to a black party or a church and play the saxophone like Bill Clinton. That's what we're looking for. It doesn't dawn on us until you see 6% and 7% rent hikes in Los Angeles that, oh shoot, this local stuff does matter. It doesn't matter to us until you have between 1 and 4 black people dying on the streets of Los Angeles in homelessness a day. That's when we start to go, oh shoot. But for some reason, we still will walk right into that booth and vote for the very people like Maxine Waters who have presided over this and are not doing nothing about it. And we go right back in that booth and pull the lever and vote blue no matter who, and they know it. I mean, you can't even explain this type of insanity.
Most older black folks can't read for real and don't know how to pronounce some names and don't understand what's going on at all.
I understand Jordans though. Hey, check this out. So on the other news about the Democrats, our well, she's in representing Georgia, but y'all ain't heard from her in a while. Stacey Abrams. So let's get into this. Y'all know she's been going through a lot of legal battles, a lot of stuff going on with her company and stuff. So anyway, major layoffs at Fair Fight voting rights group founded by Stacey Abrams. The cuts will what is it? What is that? Oh yeah, they're gonna get rid of high profile liberal. I gotta put my glasses on, y'all. They will be cutting a high profile liberal group. So hold on. The cuts with a high profile liberal group that was once funded, raising powerhouse for Democrats. Like they did, like this organization. You remember in 2020, Stacey Abrams, she was, she the one that so-called made Georgia blue doing stuff like that using her foundation. But check this out. Hold on, let me go. Fair Flight. It's called Fair Fight. The liberal voting rights group founded by Stacey Abrams is laying off most of its staff and scaling back its efforts in response to mounting debt occurred by court battles. Lauren Wago, who led the organization before stepping down to manage Miss Abrams' second unsuccessful run for governor in Georgia in 2022, said she was returning as interim chief executive to lead the cuts, including layoff of 20 employees or 75% of the current staff. God damn it. All right. Let me see. That's crazy, man. Like yeah. I mean, she said, okay, check this out. Fair Fight was being involved in a drawn out legal battles over voting rights. For example, against a right wing group, True the Vote, that sought in 2020 to remove some 250,000 registered voters in Georgia. Okay, from voter rolls ahead of the runoff elections for the state's 2 Senate seats. A federal court
They'll
ruled
say
narrowly in favor
Stacey
in
Abrams to go after all the white people who ain't racist to get her help.
Yeah, but look at the numbers though. Fair Fight lost all. Listen, Fair Fight. I'm almost done, y'all. Fair Fight lost another court battle against the state of Georgia in early 2023, having claimed that restriction on voter registration and absentee ballots violated voting rights. The group was ordered to pay more than $231,000 to cover the state legal fees. Miss Abrams, at one point considered one of the nation's most influential Democrats, founded Fair Fight after losing her first run for governor against Brian Kemp in 2018, but has now recently been involved with the group. Her efforts at building democratic infrastructure in Georgia and driving voter turnout among the state's people of color in Democrats. Okay, flipping both Georgia Senate seats in 2021. Miss Abrams then lost her rematch against Kemp. Y'all know about that. Kind of skipping over that. But anyway, this whole thing, this whole her organization, they laying off 75% of their staff. That shit ain't working. See, the whole thing is falling. The boat is sinking, y'all. The Democratic Party, and she was their golden goose. Remember, she turned Georgia blue.
Yeah, because you cannot keep robbing the American people, and the Democrats is sending money overseas. The Democrats are taking care of everybody but the Americans that voted in them. And then they think that they can just have their own private lives and live this little white, lily white life with the good life, while the rest of us just keep voting, hoping we're gonna get some crumbs.
Think about it. So hold on, Corey Baker, the finger whistler. Pull what he said. He said, so what about Project 2025 that these white folks are telling you what they want to do? Yeah, we talked about Project 25. That's something Republicans doing, but I mean, you got all kind of different conspiracy theory things, But I believe it probably could happen. I won't put it past the MAGA crowd or the Biden crowd, because everybody's caught up in this little matrix that it's like choosing a side in the game. That's what it's about. Even amongst black people with the whole FBA thing, you got a lot of people don't agree with it. Some people agree with it. So it's like it's one little shit show, man. But like I said, Stacey Abrams is done. Kamala Harris pretty much is done. Every black person, every black liberal who high profile, they pretty much washed up, man. It didn't work. You tried to make it work. Kamala Harris was y'all last hope. Ski weed, giggling and heckling all over the damn place. You ask her a serious question. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's where we at. It's a new world. These kids think different. Technologies is taking over, so people really not gonna, you know. They said I talked to a guy today. They were talking about how you shouldn't you have an ID when you go vote? Yes or no? Asking y'all a question. Should you have an ID?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
this guy on me last night TikTok talking about we don't really have to have that. The Republicans just saying that they keep, get put pressure on black voters and people of color. I said, man, if you don't take that shit on somewhere else, man, I said you gonna let somebody else vote? You gonna let somebody come and vote who don't have no ID or social security or immigrant? You crazy as hell, man. I let my plane.
That's the problem. Keep talking to these ignorant people, and you just keep spreading ignorant information. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop that.
See, the
Shame on
Democrats know
man.
they know it time's up. They know them old fossils know that once they go, it's over. Like you're gonna have a bunch of people that's bipartisan in the black community, and it's almost that way now. That immigration killed the Democratic Party. That immigration laws, open the borders and stuff, and then now you having a standoff with Texas. Come on, man, that's not good for the country. It don't look good at all.
Yes. Yes, it
Mhm.
is to show how raggedy and unstable this country is. So everything that happened to it, everybody be like, good, something we need a reset. Pablo, you back in the building?
Yep. I have a quick question for y'all. Being the fact that we are rapidly heading toward this election, and the Democrats clearly see most black people are saying, "F it, I think it's time to give Trump a try. We need to do something different." This migrant thing has pushed most of us over the edge. What do y'all think the Democrat reaction to this is going to be to try to do damage control?
Mm, they're gonna keep trying blindly. They're gonna keep just like the Biden pulled the showing up at the black boy house to make him. I don't know what I mean. The tricks is over with, and I guess they just gonna face a harsh reality. But it's the black people. Are black people gonna fold and be like, well, I gotta vote for something because of this and that, you know? So they're gonna pull out all the tricks. You're gonna see all the raps. You might see the false promises because they never give us anything. What do y'all think?
I think it's time to, we have to stand for something, and for anybody to keep saying, the lesser of two evils. I mean, all this nonsense, like we talked about earlier, these people are jokes. They mean us no good. And it's time to stand up and say that. No, we're not voting for none of y'all, but we need candidates. We need, with the United Empires of Akebalon, that's what's important, is to have allies, is to have positive, meaningful connections to where we can say, we have a whole bunch of promising candidates, that can step into those roles. We need people like that, that are willing to step up and be boots on the ground. So again, I think it first starts with, standing for something. If you have issue X, Y, Z, then why are you voting for this individual? You know what I'm saying? And outside of, we keep going with this racism issue. I'm not talking about us on this platform, but that's always the conversation when we get to the voting booth, and all these like weird things, but nobody's doing anything for us. It's like everybody forgets that these people are employed by us. And it's like I know say people working minimum wage, and you somehow you wind up making more than the CEOs. Like, that's what's happening in government right now. And people need to realize that these conversations with Biden, like, how many times do people have to tell you that Biden has said the most crooked, hateful things that a human being could possibly say, and that's just still not enough for us to walk away from these groups of people. We got to, come on now.
Yeah.
Wake up.
All facts. Yeah, man. Yeah. I don't. Like I said, I think after this election, you might, if he wins, it'll be barely. But the Democrats know that's why they're trying to bring all the immigrants in to replace us. But a lot of those immigrants will go into the Republican side. So it's like it's like that's y'all master plan. But if this thing pop off at the border with the militia of Texas, the army in Texas with the federal government, you're gonna have some problem. You don't want to have infighting in your country when you already got stuff going on, like when Iran, what them soldiers getting killed and stuff like that. Then you got Ukraine going on right now. You do not want beef in your own country because people they're gonna look at this country as weak. You know what I'm saying? and it's divided. America is very divided. You know, it's really scary, but nobody want to talk about it. They want to think there's still order. You know, I will, get up in the morning, go to my job, go to my school, whatever, and everything is going to be great for the next 100 years. But it's not like that. Black people voting blue, no matter who, that shit is dead. I'm sorry, let it go. It ain't no such thing minority, ain't no such thing as people of color. We've been using that for a long time. And where has that gotten us? I'm just asking the question, like, you know, you see some people, look like it, but hey. But see, the thing is, you understand them, the black immigrants, them the ones who gonna vote for Biden. Like what's her name? What's the chick name? God. Oh man, she got that. She was on CNN. I think they kicked her. She's from the islands. What's the sister name? Joy Reid. People like her and people like Angela Rye and all them. They gonna be supporting, you know, the damn hard. But you gonna see it. You gonna start seeing them numbers decreasing too. I land my plane.
I'm telling y'all, when y'all go to the booth, anybody that is voting for Joe Biden, I'm not judging anybody, but when you go to the booth and you choose to vote for him, I want you to go ahead and say, do we want Kamala in office? All it's going to take is for this man to fall up one more flight of stairs and crack his head, and we're going to have this clown in office. That is Kamala Harris.
That's why they want her there, so that they can't vote in a woman president, so they want her to now she's the woman.
They don't want her. Nobody wants her.
No, but
nobody wants her.
But do you know who, like, we got to talk about this again, because I didn't bring it up, but they were saying how API, this company, is basically running America, and it's all ran by Jews. And America, if you can run America just like the biggest slave plantation in the world, that's what they want. They're basically running a slave plantation. What else can it be? You got a full-fledged slave plantation, and people are coming in just like it was when white people were able to buy houses and buy land, and we had to work and watch everybody benefit off of the work that when our grandparents did it. And it's happening right up before our eyes, and we right here again. So they're running it because this is the biggest place that produces the money, and everybody else got their hands on the steering wheel. There's no black representation, and the black people who are supposed to be representing us, like the darn Supreme Court judge and Maxine Waters and all these people, they're just living their best lives until they die. Al Sharpton, he comes out every now. Jesse Jackson, he just done gave it up. Who is for black people? And I land my plane. I know we got to get up out of here. Any other comments?
Yeah, man. I just say this: people need to just do what we doing, man. Listen. First off, I'll make this short and sweet. Black people, you got to get with other black people that's like-minded like yourself. They got to think like you 100%, but at least 80%. Communicate with them mostly every day or text, whatever. That's what the UEOA do. We associate with each other on text or whatever on here, but mainly on text when we talking business. But you got to have a team. You got to be solid. You got to be consistent. Stop being jealous of other black people. Stop calling our stuff little business, little entrepreneur. I hate that. You know what I'm saying? You should be glad somebody out here getting it. My daughter started a bouquet business, and she customized her, the roses, whatever, look good, and that's what she want to do. Yeah. You said what?
No, I said shout out to her. Shout out to your daughter.
Yeah, thank you. And then, like I said, we just gonna have to get serious when it comes to business. That's what it is. I see a lot of us don't take a lot of stuff serious. Everything's about business at the end of the day. If you're conscious or non-conscious, handle your business, and that's pretty much it. I'll land my plane.
I concur. We got to take it serious. We got to do something. We got to learn something. We got to know what our expectations is from our government. Stop being tricked to expect all this from the president when the senators are running a darn circus around us. And I land my plane.
Facts. Another one, y'all.
That's all. Anything else, Queen Angie?
No, we are so grateful that you all tuned in. We do want to make sure that you check us out at the United Empires of Akibulan.com. Akibulan is spelled ALKEBULAN. Again, we are not we want to come together. We are uniting. So whatever your group affiliation, whatever that is, there is room at the table of Black excellence here with the United Empires of Akibalon. So definitely check us out. Definitely make sure you subscribe for free to our email so you can keep up with what's going on and stay in the loop and grow with us. So that's all I have. Until next time, you guys make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Support Black business, support Black families, support Black love. That's all I got.
Yeah. That's a good one, sister.
Yes. Well, y'all have a beautiful, blessed day. We're gonna have other things, but we're gonna have a lot of these topics because they get ready to play with our minds. It's election time. Peace.
Facts. Peace.
Peace.